Hello, hello. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Monday Mojo.
It's
How's
an
everyone doing
awesome
today?
Monday.
Awesome
Yay,
Monday.
Monday.
Today's Monday, August 15th. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to our show. We've got a fantastic lineup planned for you tonight. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please share with us where you are watching from. Please go on and say hello in the chat with us. So, LaDonna, you're looking so fabulous. I love this brand new computer.
Yay! It's amazing how much an upgrade will do for you.
Right?
I'm telling you, the camera, everything, it's fabulous.
You look fabulous, and I love the background. You finally have your mannequins and everything set up. So you're looking like a real storefront, virtual storefront.
Yes. Because again, having the new computer, it just reflects so much better and gives a wider range. I love it.
Woohoo! Dan, Ann, thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh my gosh, Flamboyance. Hi from Florida is joining in. Thank you so much. So we are so excited because today we get to feature a special guest. So this is someone that I know personally here in Jacksonville. And how cool is this? I get to virtually introduce you, LaDonna, to my dear friend, Debi Rivas, even though you're in Texas.
Yay!
I love this virtual world.
We have Carol coming in from Memphis. Hey, Carol.
Wow. Memphis.
Hey,
David. David. David, you can always count on David. He's in our corner. Awesome.
That's right.
David. Thank you so much. So yes, a little bit about our guest today, Debi Rivas. And I got to know Debi because I shop. We call it treasure hunting. LaDonna, I call it treasure hunting. I treasure hunt all the time here in Jacksonville. And I came across Debi, who was working some estate sales and then miraculously formed her own company. And I'm so thrilled for her that she's branching out on her own and she's doing a fantastic job. Her and her team are doing a fantastic job. And she's the owner of Flamboyance Estate Sales. And so they provide estate and business liquidation services for people who are needing to move, sell, relocate, downsize. And they've been in business for 3 years. And prior to that, she has a background in branding, marketing, promotions, advertising, radio, and she's originally from Texas. So she's a Texas gal living in Florida. That's what she says now. And she's also originally Lipan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, Lipan or Lipan Apache. Get this, she has 9 grandchildren. So like you, LaDonna, her family tribe is growing, just like yours. The oldest is 17 and the youngest is 1-year-old. And her days off, she loves to go to other people's estate sales, thrift stores, and the beach. So without further ado, let's bring up Debi Rivas.
Hi, Betty. You were close, Olivia. It's Lipan Apache, but that's good.
Lipan Apache. Okay, close. Awesome. Look at that.
Hi, Teresa. Thank you for being here.
So happy.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Look at all the flamingos coming out. Oh, my goodness. So this is a great segue because we always like to introduce the show with what is your outfit of the day. So we're going to start with you, LaDonna. Talk to us. What is your outfit of the day?
I just have a simple pink and white top. It's still 100 degrees plus here where I'm at in Texas. So just trying to stay cool. And I wanted to support the pink as always with the pink flamingos. But as most of you know, that is my favorite color. So, and that's also the color for our fundraiser this month is pink and black. So pink it is. And then my pink glasses always just so that I can see Olivia.
See all my show notes for you. Yes.
How about you, Olivia?
Fantastic. Teresa's giving a round of applause. So yes, let us know what you're wearing in the comments. What is your outfit of the day? If you are representing pink flamingos, love it. Oh, here we go. Ronnie, thank you. You love flamboyance. The more flamboyance in your life, the better, right? So awesome. So my turn. I'm up next. I have to show you this hat. Look at this hat.
I love the hat.
Love the hat. Love the sidewalk. Love the glasses.
Palm trees, pineapples, and flamingos. What more can you want in Florida, right? So,
Debbie may take that hat away from you. You better be careful.
Right.
And I got to wear my Party Like a Flock Star shirt.
Oh! You got a branded Flamboyance Nation and you got it.
I know I should put like a little decal, Flamboyance Nation.
Yes, you send that to me and I'll embroidery that on there for you.
All right.
And of course, the mistress of all flamingos, Debi. What do you got on?
I've got a really nice, thin, cool flamingos shirt off the shoulder, and got my feathers on. And guess what?
How fun is that? Oh
Got some
my.
flamingo rings, and yeah, so we got it going on over here.
Yes, and look at your background, your flamingos back there. That's awesome.
Yes. A lot of these are gifts. I get a lot of gifts of flamingos. Now this one here, this is Chuck, and Chuck is Flamboyance Nation here, and of course we got our stuff hanging up here, but got lots of flamingos in my office.
That's awesome. Chuck the flamingo. There we go.
For $2 Chuck Saturdays. Yep.
Oh my gosh. If you're just tuning in and you're a huge fan of flamboyance, you're a huge fan of flamingos, you're a huge fan of Debi, please type in the chat right now, hashtag FlamBamNation. I want to see that chat blow up with hashtag FlamBamNation. Please go ahead and do that right now.
That's
and
right.
I think there's a special meaning behind that. Debi, please tell us what it means.
Flamboyance Nation is basically family, close friends, people having fun, making memories, bonding moments, having the same interests. So Flamboyance Nation is me and you and anyone that loves estate sales, estate sailing, garage selling, junking, picking, curb shopping, thrifting. So Flam is for flamboyance. Flambam, family and friends, and nation, because we're a large body of people. So it's Flambam Nation. And you can actually put that anywhere in any type of social media, hashtag Flambam Nation or at Flambam Nation, and you will find all kinds of things about us.
Oh my
How
goodness.
awesome
Look at
is
this
that?
chat. This chat is blowing up with all the Flamboyance Nations. Look at this. Love it.
Yep.
Everyone, hashtag Flamboyance Nation right now.
Woo!
Wait, show them again. You got custom made bags? What? With flamingos?
Well, actually, these are for Christmas. So these are going to be coming out in the next few weeks, okay? And come out to our sales, and if you spend a certain amount, or if you hashtag Flambam Nation and do a selfie.
We lost Debi. We lost her to the Flamboyance Nation. They took over. We know what to do, LaDonna. Here we go.
I love that bag.
Right? Gotta have it, gotta want it.
Yes.
I lost y'all there for a minute.
You disappeared with the bag.
Yes.
That is amazing. What a cool idea that is. So and so rewarding too for like customer loyalty.
Yes, exactly. We love return customers. We love new customers. So we always try to have a little something. I know that I have a lot of. Sorry, Dave came to tell me that we dropped. Special holidays. We always have something going on. So Halloween in October is our biggest month. That's our anniversary month. So anytime you come in October, you're going to find celebration. You're going to find the team and myself dressed or wearing something crazy or passing out candy. We always have water. We do popsicles in the summer. So people, in case they get hot, so people know that the refrigerator is we always have something in there for you guys. I've even had people say, "Where are the brownies? You didn't make brownies this week." So there's always something. It's just we appreciate everybody coming out to see us. We are a small family business, and we try our best to take care of the client and our customers.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I love it. I mean, you make it like an experience when we go shop at your sales. And I know it's your sale because you'll get the lawn flamingos out, you'll see all the signs, and it's just like a festive, happy mood. And that's something we talk about on the show all the time, LaDonna, right?
Yes.
I love that you created your own word like for your family with Flambam Nation. And we've got Monday Mojo, and Mojo's kind of like, what we'd like to help you to encourage you to express, right? Like keep your mojo strong, keep your mojo up in a variety of different ways. And that's why we did those intro slides in the beginning. But it is so much fun to shop shop with you and to recognize you, and you do those little customer service things. You're always passing out water, like thank goodness, and then you're always, having shopping, like little shopping carts for us available, and little things like that. It really makes a difference. And I love the holidays. I love Valentine's Day because you always write Valentine's Day for us.
Yes. I always have cupcakes and candy and you name it, always bubbles or something. We always got something going on. We enjoy it. We do.
That's good. You need to love your business.
And I think I keep dropping everybody.
You're good. We got you covered. LaDonna, I've been through this a lot.
A lot.
LaDonna, you're like the queen of customer service too, right? Like, how do you show appreciation to your customers?
Always trying to get their package perfect, throwing in those extra goodies, those swag from other people, but also just my extra goodies that I always add in there. I always add in a thank you card, just little gifts. You just never know what you're going to get. Maybe a free bracelet, maybe it's candy, maybe it just depends on what's going on, when I'm shipping out things. And Debbie's right. The holidays are coming up and we are going to be fun-filled happiness around here, because why not? If you own your own business, why not love it?
Yeah. And I think that makes a big difference, is the family connection and the connection with that people know that we are a small woman owned business, so it helps, that we all stand by each other and help each other out. Now, I know that we were going to talk a little bit about the myths of having an estate sale. Why do people have estate sales? Well, nowadays, why not? There's people that, yes, people die, they do, and we have to, help with their estate. But there's also people that are going to sell homes and are going to move across the country, or they're going to move across the street. You have to move across the country. And hey, you know what? I have a 4,000 square foot house and I'm moving to 900 square feet. Help. And that's also an estate sale because it's things that they've collected for years. You're moving to a retirement home. That's a big one here in Florida. They moved up from up north or down from up north, and they're moving from one big house to something smaller or to a boat or something. And they don't want to just get rid of their things. I mean, they spend their whole lives collecting and spend their whole lives finding all these precious items and these treasures. They just don't want to let them go. And so that's a big myth right there. And a lot of people just, oh, who died? Well, not necessarily, somebody just didn't die. And liquidation, just, oh my goodness, I'm having to liquidate everything. It happens. And we're here to help for that also, with businesses and with just anybody.
And Debbie, you bring up a good point because, way back when, it was only when someone passed. Right. When, they had to get, both parents maybe have passed now and the children need to sell everything so it can be divided up. And, I'm so glad that it has changed and it can commercialize somewhat, but still be small enough and enjoy the shopping experience of a controlled environment like an estate sale is. I love it because when I go in, they're always so, it's so organized. It's not just thrown in boxes. Everything's sorted.
Right. And there's a big myth also about, well, what's the difference between you and a garage sale? Well, there's a big difference. The difference starts with my license. I have a license to own a liquidation business in Florida. We pay taxes. And we have insurance. We have, Teresa just said, come help me with my estate sale in Florida. I'm on my way. People don't know that, we carry insurance against the company. We carry insurance for our employees and for ourselves. So, we're licensed, we're bonded, and this is something that provides food and helps us pay our rent, and this is my job, so there's a big difference between a garage sale and an estate sale. A lot of that myth also is like, well, how can you sell me, why are you going to put I can go buy that for 25 cents at the garage sale, but this is not a garage sale. You know, this is an estate sale where somebody has gathered all these items all their life, and you know, so that's a huge myth there on the garage sale, estate sale thing. But we appreciate everybody that comes in and does know the difference and actually respects the aspect of the owner of that certain item that has collected for years, you know, versus, you know, just, you know, here, let me give you a quarter for that.
Yes. You know, and you kind of pinpointed something there that I think we need to exaggerate on a little bit, that you are a family-owned business, just like me. I'm a family-owned business. When you purchase something from me or Debbie, it's not to pay the car payment on the Ferrari. It's, you know, just to make a car payment. It's to pay the mortgage. It's to help put the kids in school. And, you know, my kids are grown, but I still want to help provide for them and buy them little gifts here and there, and the grandbabies, you know. So
Exactly.
you know, we're trying to get ready for retirement. This is our income. This is how we make money. And, you know, just like Debbie, you know, I just got it from the comptrollers from Texas today. It's time to file your taxes, those quarterly taxes again. You know, we are helping our community by paying those taxes. That money goes somewhere. It goes to, you know, to help the city or the county or whatever. But, you know, we need to remember that we're not a huge company.
No, and I think another thing that we need to remember is that we need to back each other up as women owners and as business owners, small business owners. And instead of you know, there's a lot of different people that come in with different feelings. You know, well, you know, how dare you, you know, try and sell that for $10 when I can get it at Walmart for $10. And it's like, well, no, you actually can't. You know, I do my research. I'm fair, and I do fair market value, and you know, I have a client to answer, and I know you can't buy that at Walmart, and I mean for $10. So sometimes, you know, it's kind of hard to bite your tongue and you know, and say something, but it's still. I'm sorry, I go to Walmart too. I know you can't buy that there. but we do. It's a lot of hard work also. And we do provide employment for others, you know, that are trying to buy their groceries, and they're trying to live their life also. And
so, and I know Debbie will be back any second, but it is very important to remember to help one another, to connect with one another. You know, Debbie and I don't do the very same thing, but in a certain ways we do. You know, we go out and find that customer, and we're merchandising every little piece of treasures or clothing or whatever it is. You know, we just have to support each other. There's enough business for everyone, and look at all the connections we can make just by getting out there and connecting with one another and tell people about our businesses.
Exactly. And I love what Debbie said, like, we have to support one another, truly. And you always say this, LaDonna, you always say it takes a village. So why not be with one another? And I am loving this conversation. If you are loving this conversation, want to join in, please let us know. What is your favorite aspect about shopping estate sales? What do you enjoy most about it? Is it hearing the stories? Is it getting to know each other? Is it just finding that rare item that you just didn't know that you had to have? So please let us know in the chat. I love it, Teresa. Shop local, support small businesses. You're exactly right. You know, so before going to those big box retailers, why not shop from your family and friends? Yes. And then all this frozen Debbie makes me want a frozen margarita.
Yes. I'm all for that. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, even though it's past Texas time. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And I think Yolanda's joining in the margarita party too. So fantastic. You get a margarita too, Yolanda.
And hopefully Debbie will come back on with us. You know, Olivia and I, with me living out in the country, we have experienced so much with the internet, so much that I just went and had my own internet tower built. So it was, and still, you never know what's going to go on when you are relying on internet, electricity, all the buttons to be pushed correctly. So,
and I think yes, and I think with me, it's my whole house runs on internet. We've got an Alexa in every room. We've got a TV in every room. Alexa controls all my lights and my doors and my alarms and you name it. So it's just a complete fight. And there we go, frozen again.
Now that is fun.
I guess we'll all be frozen together. Ready?
Turn stuff on, David. Stop.
Yolanda's saying, because Yolanda and Debbie are cousins, so she, has a little bit of insight into Debbie's business and involves your spouses and family members. And I think that's what's so remarkable and special about being your own business, right? And being your own company. I know Big Daddy is very unwilling sometimes, but at least he's there and he can chip in as needed. And then I know that David, Debbie's husband, is a computer whiz, and so is able to set up a lot of cool point of sale functions for her. They've got the scanning gadget. Yeah. So it's not it's not old school anymore. You just scan the price and there's no argument. There's no haggling. Look, you scan the price, people, and it's there.
This is the price. Stop it. And you know what's so good about having those extra hands? My husband drives me to all the estate sales or for me to go bargain to buy out the estate sales. Because Debbie, you set up the estate sales. And what I try to do is go in after people like you and say, okay, call me when you're done and let's see if we can bargain and let's just buy, we'll just buy out the estate sale. Or if there's a store going out of business, we had a mom and pop consignment store that is clearance right now. And as soon as he's done, on Friday is his last day, he's going to call me and I'm going to walk through and hopefully buy out whatever he has left because he doesn't want to deal with, what to do with it next.
Exactly. This is a good question for you, Debbie. I mean, sometimes you're in a estate sale. I mean, the goal, like you said, is to support the client. You do have a client to answer to, get them the most money as possible, right, from their items. And so what happens when it's Sunday at closing time, 75% off, and there's still so much stuff left over? What do you do then? Where does all that stuff go?
Well, thank you, Jesus. We don't have that problem often because we do sell a lot.
But in the event
what
that
do you do with the things that you have? She knew it was going to happen. It's like she knew it was going to happen. So when she comes back on, I really would like to that answer. What does she do with the things that are left? Because, do they donate it? Do the customers just keep it? Whatever, and I just had a wonderful customer today, Juanita Harvin. I went out and the big old box was sitting at the mailbox that she sent some things, and I'm so excited.
Swag? She's going to do swag?
No, it's just things that I can either donate or resell or whatever I want to do with it, because the last time we were on our Friday Lunch and Learn, we were talking about how to get rid of things, and she just filled up a box and I received it in the mail today. So I'm so excited for that. See, she got rid of some things. She didn't throw it in the trash. And now we can figure out what to do with it next. So Debbie, back to you.
Yes, I'm sorry. In a minute, I'm going to switch computers. I'm on my Mac. I'm going to go to Android. So
no, it's fine. We're used to this. So what do you do with the things that are left? Do the customers?
Yes, it depends on what the family wants done with them. So a lot of times, like the house we're doing, soon, the family said, sell it all. And of course, that is our main goal. Some people want it donated. Some people want it left behind. They say, you know what? If it doesn't sell, that means it was.
So it was meant for them to keep then, is what Debbie was trying to say, I believe. And
We're gonna let her
that's
then.
awesome. Because so many times I go in and people say, I've had this china in my family. It was my mother's, it was her mother's, it was her mother's, and I've never used it and I just want to get rid of it. And then I get there to purchase this huge set of china, and you know what? They're crying because they're getting rid of it. Even though they've never used it, it means something to them. So they do sell it to me, but they also watch and see where it goes. They kind of watch, oh, that sold. Oh, that sold, because they want to know. And, it's just knowing that it's going somewhere else where hopefully someone else will use. And you know how we feel about throwing things away. We don't throw things away. No landfills around here. So we find, if it has a chip, we find something to do with it, because there's bound to be determined to have a chip here and there. So.
And, definitely attachment is a big piece of it, right? Like what Debbie was saying, like, people have spent like their entire lives, and some of them are like, collectors. And so they go and hunt for these treasures, and it's hard to part with them. And so I've definitely been at sales where the owners are there and they want to like take it back. they take the sticker off and like, okay, I can't sell this. I can't part with it. So I've definitely seen that happen. And I definitely see where some are just like, they just want to make sure like that item, because it has so many special memories for them, is going to go to a good home. Like someone's going to use it. Someone's going to appreciate it and extend like the memory of that item even further. Right. And so that is like a big part of it. And I like to go because I just love hearing all the stories about like, where did you find that piece? And how did you get that? And there's a lot of military families here in Florida. And so all the time they're getting deployed or called on duty. And so there's a lot of sales sometimes because they got to like be able to sell items on the quick, because storage units gets expensive, right? And then who knows when they might be coming back. And in the past, I've met some military families where if they were abroad, they could ship containers for free of like gigantic marble tables from Italy, or like all this fabulous stuff from Europe. So, I mean, it was free for them to ship and to decorate their home. But nowadays, and it's heavy, like it's such heavy, like China cabinets, heavy everything, heavy furniture, but like their kids don't want it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's just like, I'm a huge doll collector. None of my kids want my dolls. My grandkids don't want my dolls. They're creepy. But I love my dolls. And, they mean something because, I have some that my mom bought, some that she bought from my grandmother, and it was passed down to me. But hopefully one day someone will want them. But if not, I just tell my husband, don't let them go to the landfill.
Yeah. Maybe you can like donate to a school, like to a daycare.
There's always someone that needs something. And Debbie, I don't know where you donate your stuff to, but my husband's a veteran. We spent only 7 years in the Army, but he's still a veteran. So we support the veterans however we can. So most of our stuff goes to the veterans because it's not resale. They give it to the veterans that are in need. And I love that somebody else is not making money on my donations.
Right. The only thing with that, LaDonna, is one thing is you have to think about it this way. And a lot of people don't think about it this way. And I apologize. I left the Mac and came to the PC. So hopefully, people don't see that I do this once a week. Okay. I do this once a week. I'm one of the quickest estate sale people around. So I can start on a Sunday after church and have a sale by Thursday. Or I can start on Sunday afternoon or Monday and have a sale Thursday and Friday. So that means that I turnaround for me is like this, once a week. So the only thing with places like the veterans is I have to pack everything and then take it to them, or pack it and put it on the porch. I'm not there the day after I'm done.
Right.
The family, some of the families don't want to have to deal with it. Some of the families do want to deal with it. Some of the families, it just depends. Maybe they're not there anymore. Maybe they did pass away, or maybe they live in another state. So I have to find a way to help everybody. In other words, there's several different ways that we ask the client, okay, what would you like to do
items that do not sell. And we have been very lucky to where I have had several organizations tell me, well, you don't have enough for us to come pick up. And I'm like, really? It's a donation. One box, you know?
Yes.
But that's the goal. The goal is not to have a lot of items left over, but sometimes it happens. Not often, but sometimes it does. And then, like I was saying earlier, sometimes the family says, well, you know what, if it didn't sell, maybe I was meant to keep it. So, you know, I just keep it. But I would love to be able to pack boxes and, you know, send them to, there's a charity close to us in Atlantic Beach. It's Possibilities, and they support autistic children and young adults, and they teach them to, you know, go back in the workforce. I would love, but they can't come and pick up stuff from me because they just don't have the, and there's no way that I can pack everything and go drop it off. So
Right.
I have to accommodate, and it's very hard to accommodate everybody's charity. So therefore I give them one or two choices. Sometimes I just, you know, and then or one choice. This is what I can do for you. This is what I can plan for you. And if not, then you know what, then they take over and they take care of it. But sometimes they just, you know, they don't want it. You know, the children just don't want the old china cabinet like you were talking about. You know, they don't. Right. But then you know what? A lot of young adults don't want that old china cabinet, but I tell you what, sometimes they don't want that IKEA stuff either.
Right. Exactly. You know, my daughter says, Mom, when you're gone, I'm going to have that junk man just back up to the front door and take everything. And then my youngest daughter's like, no, we're not doing that. You know?
Yes. Well, you know, like it's very hard because, you know, like your one daughter just said, well, I'll just have them back up. Okay, but what if I have a coin collection hiding somewhere? It just left, you know, or you know what, maybe I have Alzheimer's, which some of our clients do. And if the family tells me, oh, you know, my mom, that's one thing I do pay attention to a lot because my mother had Alzheimer's. So if they say, oh, my mother had Alzheimer's, it could be, you know, there could be stuff anywhere. We have found diamond rings and coat pockets and you know, and simply before we even put it out to sell, you know, I snap a picture and I send it. Hey, you know what? I found this in a pocket. You know, do you want me to sell it or keep it? And they're like, oh my gosh, you know, that's a family heirloom. Fine, pack it, stack it, send it. You know, I'm not going to sell something like that.
No.
You know, and so
you know what? We ran into that as well when we purchased our house. There was several boxes left in the attic, and I called the owner thinking maybe they forgot about it. And she said, oh my gosh, I am done. Just, I know what you do for a living. Just whatever's in there, sell it. And I started going through the boxes, and there was like almost $500 cash in this little box. And I took a picture of it and sent it to her. And, you know, it was the same thing. Her dad had passed several years ago, and her sisters or brothers, whatever, just packed everything up and sent it to her, what they wanted her to have. They didn't even realize that was in the box.
Right.
So what if I would have thrown that box out?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and of course, she came right over to get it. But,
of course.
You know, thank goodness I found it.
Right. And, you know, we have also come across, you know, the grocery bags, the little plastic ones. We have found an abundance of jewelry in these grocery bags where, you know, we actually look in them and have found jewelry in the bottom of another trash can, you know, because that's where they hid them. Now, and of course we go, hey, you know what, look what we found, blah, blah, blah. There's just so much, you know, if anybody out there, if your family, you know, is going to go through this and you don't want to go through your things, you know, I always mention, you know what, my mom had Alzheimer's, my dad has Alzheimer's, you know, you could find something somewhere. But then there's always people also that say, just to say it, oh, you know, they hid money everywhere. No, they didn't. Sorry, no, they didn't. I looked everywhere and it's not there.
Yeah. And, you know, so many times in furniture, too, we found where there's hidden compartments in furniture sometimes where it lifts up. And a lot of times people forget to look, and you can find all kinds of pictures.
Oh, definitely.
you know,
Definitely.
and coins and jewelry in these secret compartments. And it's
Right.
amazing how we, you know, and thank goodness we label where all of our boxes come from, because we, you know, the stores or wherever we buy, they box everything up and then we pick it up. So sometimes we don't go through it right away.
Oh, yeah,
So we have
yeah,
to mark it where it comes from, just in case.
Right, right. No, you're exactly right, because sometimes, like I told you earlier, you know, we do this once a week. It's a different home once a week. You know, this week you're, you know, my client. I'm just focused on you, but then you have your time. Now I move on. Now I move you over, and then that, you know what? Let me stress a point right there. What a lot of people don't understand is that we run a business. This is a business. So this week you are my client. You are my brand this week, and I'm working with you. And then as soon as your sale is over, I'm going to turn you over to my assistant, and then my assistant will talk to you, you know, and take care of the rest of the, you know, of the week. So then now I move on to the next client, and then same thing there. So you know, there's different parts of our business too, where we have, you know, an office manager, we've got you know, I have an assistant, you know, we've got an accountant. So, you know, it is a family business. I'm sure, you know, you have, you know, designate different items too, because you can't do it all yourself. I mean, we try, because I know I try. Mm-hmm. You do, but you gotta let it go sometime.
Well, you know what? And Olivia and I had just talked about this, I think, the last couple of weeks. You know, it's like I'm on the fence post. You know, sometimes when you're running a business, okay, I need to afford this, but I really can't afford this. But I'm hurting my business if I don't afford that. So you just got to do it. You know, you just have to do it. And two, it's for your sanity.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right.
Oh my gosh, it's for my sanity, you know, and I'm really through the summer, I'm able to hire a little team to come in and do a lot of my shipping, getting my stuff together to ship. And, you know, that's probably my, you know, if I had to pick something I don't like about my business, it would probably be that part. Yeah. It's shipping it. It's gathering it all together and getting the right box to put it in and the right size of box. But you know what? My little shippers, I have two of them, they went back to school now.
Oh. Yeah.
So hopefully now I'll find a stay-at-home mom that wants to work while their kids are at school. Now, I can only do a couple of hours here and there, but that couple of hours here and there really helps me out. Yes. You know, because my grandkids, I could get them to do it, but you know, they're busy too. They're in school, they're in sports, they're in lifting, they're, you know, hopefully making great grades. I don't know, and working a job, you know. So yes, we have to do some things in our business that, you know, it's a stretch. It's not like we can just put a hiring sign. We really have to look at the bottom line.
We do. So, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And what I do is and I'm sure, you know, what everybody does in their own prospective job is very important. You know, going into a home is not as easy as people think. You know, I have people saying, oh, what do? Just come in here and clean it, you know, and it's like, no, you know, we come in here and we go through everything. At least my company does. We go through every drawer, every closet, every bag,
every pocket,
every pocket,
all the boxes. You'd be amazed with, like, you know, like because it's an older generation too, I find, and so they're always used to like sneaking things here and there and like hoarding in a way, right? And like I think at one day I found like bank statements, like a lot of personal information, just documents in the garage.
And so that's what LaDonna says. She found $30,000 in a pocket of a man's jacket. Wow. Yep, and thank goodness they were honest enough to send it back to the people. Yep. Look at that.
Part of the requirement.
That is amazing. So many companies would not have done that. So many people working would not have said a word about it.
That's what I appreciate about your company. You're so meticulous because you don't want that personal information to fall in the wrong hands.
No. And that's very hard because we have to move really fast. Especially, you know, what I've seen here in Florida is a lot of parents have moved to Florida, but their children still live up north, or live somewhere else. So,
Right.
you know, so now they fly in, spend 2 minutes here and fly out, you know, and that's one thing I'm going through right now is I don't want, even though this gentleman passed away, I don't want his information in anybody's hands. You know, I don't. So when you come to this sale, you know, the next sale or a sale of ours, if you find some paperwork or something we might have missed, you know, just give it to us. You know, we'll toss it. Don't come over here and go. And I've had this. Yeah. Look what I found.
Right.
I guess you don't. I guess you don't do your job right, do you?
It's amazing what some people can think.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That's one of the biggest reasons we ask for the families not to be there, because people are mean. Some people are mean.
Yes. I can imagine. And you know what? You're right. You know, our job is to make sure that our customers get whatever they're coming for. And, you know, like for me, I have to check every zipper, every pocket, every, you know, and we check it 2 and 3 times, but we can still miss something.
Oh, yes,
you know, a small
definitely.
little hole or a little pull, but we try so hard not to. And, you know, so yeah, it's
LaDonna,
amazing.
that's the one you're looking at 3 o'clock in the morning going like this.
Or when we're getting ready to ship it and we find something.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
You know?
Yes. And another myth is silver. I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, all of my mother's silver is right here. You know, can you tell me how much it is? And I'm looking at it going, I'm sorry, that's all plated. Oh no. And it's like, yes, I'm sorry. So, you know, they're thinking they've got all this. And I've actually had the daughter go, man, I got to go home and look at my stuff, you know, and just people don't know, you know.
Right.
But they've been taking care of it like they thought it was silver their whole life. And it wasn't. But
And
there is
somebody might have told them that a million years ago. Who knows?
but, yeah, like David was saying, there's hidden treasures everywhere, which is true.
Absolutely.
Because you know what? Your treasure might be different than my treasure. My treasure might be different than Olivia's treasure, than Yolanda's treasure, than anybody's treasure. You know, it just it's totally different for everybody. But you know what? We always have treasures for somebody. That's why we love what we do. We try and make everybody's experience, you know, fun. You know, yeah, every now and then I'm crabby and, you know, somebody, you know, is mad and, you know, because maybe I got a little wordy or something. It happens, you know. But, you know, remember, we're all women and we have a woman-based business, and I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
That is awesome. I just love the participation in the chat. Thank you, David, so much, you know, for you know, being back up here and helping out. I just want to give a shout out to Marina, who's watching also. Marina's like, yep, she's going to send some treasures home to her. So thank you, Marina, to being on the show. Yolanda, you're so awesome. Yolanda has been chatting away here. And it looks like you have a business too, Yolanda. So I wonder if we can get you on to showcase your Native American ribbon skirts.
Oh, those are beautiful. Yes. We are truly Panic Patches lost in Florida.
Wow. Excellent.
Oh,
So,
I
yes.
bet they are amazing. I love the art that goes into some of these things. It's just amazing what people can do or find or create. It's just amazing. But and please, everyone, keep commenting. We love to hear what you have to say.
And Tanae, too. I want to give a big shout out to Tanae, who's tuning in. And Tanae is saying, you know, people don't understand quality and value anymore. You know, we live in this instant world and want it like right now, even though it breaks. So
this estate sale that we have coming up, we have an estate sale coming up next week, and it was going to be this week. We just changed the dates, and this is another thing that I love about what we do, and that sometimes we are able to move things really fast. We were supposed to have a big sale this week, but all of a sudden on the front door of this home is this big sticker that says we are resurfacing this street. this week. And I'm like, no!
Oh, parking. Yes, the challenges of parking when you're hosting
The
a sale.
challenges of parking. Yes, yes. And so, and so I called the owner and I said, look, he's in Chicago. And I said, look, I said, in my best, in my best, I'm just trying here. And I got this paper here. And I said, can I move you to next week? I said, I can move some things around. I said, because we have never, thank you, Jesus, have never had trouble getting people to our sales, but resurfacing the street. Oh yeah. And they said, oh, but part of it's going to be open. It's only wide enough for a car and a half, no. Yeah. So all these treasures that we're finding at this house are going to be next week, but we have found some cool things. A 1940s Boy Scout official axe.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. And the I haven't posted them yet, and they're not near me, or I would show you these magazines. Okay, so in the 40s and 50s, I guess, you know how nowadays you go and you get a book from Ford or from Chevy or from wherever, and it's going to show you the vehicle you're buying. Well, he has some from the 40s and 50s. And these are beautiful and great shape, just tons and tons of books. He was a reader. A little funny quirk about our company is I'm a brand specialist through what I did before. And I name my sales something meaningful to the family. And I've been doing that for the 3 years we've been doing here. And I did that for the prior company that I worked for also. I did her marketing and advertising also. And so this story is called The Story Keepers. This is the sale of The Story Keeper. Because he was a counselor for Alcoholics Anonymous for many years. And about 2 years ago, he got his 50-year chip. And so he had a lot of stories that he kept, and so going through a lot of his things, a lot of personal papers they're getting shredded and taken out and stuff. But he has books from the 30s, from the 40s. He's got so many books, and just the stories that he's been keeping, and the vintage towels it's just crazy. It's going to be really neat. If you can stop by, I'm sure we can share the link with you for next week.
Absolutely. Thank you, Deb, for making that plug. And if I'm available, I'll be sure to stop by.
Oh, definitely.
On the screen here, if you would like to follow Flam Bam Nation and get, in touch with all their sales, right? So you can follow them on all their socials here, #Flam Bam Nation. And then, of course, they're on Facebook. So check out some of Debi's services. If you or someone is looking for an estate sales specialist, reach out to Debi here.
We also have a texting club.
Oh, what is that? Tell me more.
About the texting club?
No.
We have a texting club. We have a texting club. Okay, so for about 3 years already, if you put Flam Bam, if you dial on your phone 22999, and in the message area, you put in Flam Bam Nation, you get. Let me see if I can send you a picture here. You get to be part of the text club, and then exclusively you are our VIP, and you are our text club member. You get to know when we do specials, and yes, I'm going to throw it out there every now and then when I see the right situation. Get ready for this. We do dollar everything sales. You've never been to one of my dollar everything sales?
No. Okay. What was your number? I'm going to text it right now.
Okay. So what you do is when you go to your messages,
yep,
you're going to type in, the phone number is 22999 up on top.
22999. Got it.
Then on the bottom where the message is,
yes,
type in Flam Bam Nation and hit send.
All right. We're
And when
doing
you
this
do
in real
that,
time.
huh?
We're doing this in real time live. Here we go.
And then if you did it correctly, you'll get a little girl that says, "Welcome to the club."
Okay, let's see.
That's fun.
That's where Chuck comes in. Every now and then we do $2 Chuck. And what $2 Chuck is, everything's $2.
Oh,
But you
that's
have
exciting.
you have to be in the club, and then you have to say, hey, I got my text, and your text says, don't tell everybody, because we clearly believe that if you are part of the VIP club, you have to have perks. Okay, so let's say that LaDonna and Olivia and Yolanda come in shopping. Yolanda's part of the VIP club, but LaDonna's not, because she's never been to one of our sales, and Olivia's been to our sales, but has not joined the club. She doesn't want to get a text, And then so Yolanda goes and buys her stuff, and everything all of a sudden on her table is $1 a piece. She's got 30 items, and now she's got $30, and then here comes Olivia, and she's like, how the heck? I'm sorry. There you go. I'm sorry. You cannot be a part of the club. There you go.
I'm in the club now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to have to get my business hooked up to this texting thing.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah. It's good. So we have texters, and you'll know when all the sales you'll get a direct link for our sales. You'll get a direct link of what specials are the next days. If we're having dollar days, or if we're having $2 days, if we're having VIP breakfast for you guys, or wind down Wednesdays just for you, or pre-sales, everything is for our VIP club. And everybody's joined.
Wonderful.
That is an awesome idea. That is awesome. I love that, Debbie. Love it.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. I was going to make a plug too, because when I first found out about estate sales, there's this amazing website. It's called estatesales.net. And so no matter where you live, you can enter your zip code onto this website and see all the sales going on in your area. And there are some that even online auctions. So this is a great website to bookmark. So that way you can see Debi sales and maybe stop by some other sales along the way if they're in that neighborhood.
Correct. So, and I know this is kind of crazy, but we actually have a sale coming up in San Antonio, Texas. Yes. And
LaDonna, you need to go there.
Well, it's a few hours away from me. You're going to have to come to Dallas, Debbie.
It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. It is a vintage. It's having a vintageous sale. It is from vintage clothing to vintage toys to iron. It's going to be. I may
have to make the drive then.
Definitely. So that'll be popping.
Just bring Google.
That'll be popping up on our sale.
My mascot.
That's the mascot
in live.
Oh, wonderful. Debbie, it's been such a pleasure just to hear from you and be a part of Flamboyant Nation. And thank you so much for alerting to us about the Text Club. I'm officially now in it and giving us so many great business tips and ideas on how LaDonna.
I love that. We all need a pair of those.
We do. We all need a pair of those.
You know what? This is just part of the swag that sometimes we give away.
There you go.
We love swag. So something that you may not know, Debbie, is that LaDonna offers a swag exchange. So if you would like to send some promotional items, because you do business in Texas as well, send some promotional items to her, because she ships out packages daily. And your swag items can be in there. Maybe a little flamingo magnet or something.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yep,
we have all between 25 to 35 boxes on an average, goes out 6 days a week. And all the swag goes in there, and it's amazing. Olivia's gotten a swag bag before. It was packed full of koozies and a shoe horn, just different things that companies send me, and it's amazing what we get. And it's just another way to get your name out there.
Exactly. Yolanda's feeling left out. Yolanda, you're on our waiting list, okay? So I'm going to put your name down. You will join us next time. We want to see those beautiful skirts. We want to learn more about your Lipan Apache heritage, definitely. And maybe like a feature of the month on the website, LaDonna, for Home Sweet Home Treasure.
Absolutely. Yes.
Like maybe an affiliate link to her skirts.
Yes.
That'd be great. Yes. Because indigenous Indigenous month is coming up in November. So.
Oh, we definitely have to do that. Yes.
Okay. We're always thinking of themes, Debbie. I mean, this is what happens. We just think of things on the spot and we do them.
We never know what's going to happen on one of our shows.
Yeah. Well, we feel kind of lonely. Yeah, we feel kind of lonely out here because our tribe, of course, is in Texas, and they do all kinds of fun stuff over there, and all kinds of cool stuff. And we're like over here, just me and Yolanda over here.
But it's amazing now that we can all get live and connect all over the world. I mean, you know, Canada and the UK, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. Olivia and I have never met in person, and you would have thought we've been best friends our whole lives.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yes, it's the amazing power connection. So even though we never know what's going to happen on our show, we always know there's going to be a favorite items reveal. So LaDonna, you can depend on LaDonna to just start collecting a beautiful array of all these items. And you'll have to watch this video because we have snuck in a very delicious secret surprise. So,
oh, awesome. I can't wait.
So here we go. I'm going to share this video. Give me one moment to cue it up. But even I didn't know this was coming. So this is a surprise for me. So if it's surprising for me, it's going to be surprising for you. So hang on.
Never know what I'm going to come up with.
You never, ever know. So this is what we're going to call the favorite items reveal just before we close the show today. So here we go. I'm going to do something different. So share, actually add a source. I learned something new, LaDonna. You'll be so impressed.
Woohoo!
Video, babe items reveal. And let's see. Where can I play it? Hang on one second.
Olivia is always in charge of the buttons, and she's always finding different magical buttons to push.
Yes. It's a learning process, right? It's like in my learning laboratory. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video now. Hang on one second, and we're gonna be on the side. Should we be on the side or down below? Here, we'll do that.
Whatever you want, Olivia.
Here to give you a sneak peek preview of just a few items that you are going to fall in love with.
Let me play that again. Hang on one second. Here we go.
Here to give you a sneak peek preview of just a few items that you are going to fall in love with. Here we go. We are going to have two of these nude flamingo trays. The ocean scenery in the back, the big pink flamingo and pink flowers with the big green trees. Oh, so wonderful. Then we are also going to have two of these large plastic floral bowls that will easily match that flamingo tray. And I can see a party going on with these items, punches, chips, sitting in front of the TV, using them as dinner trays. And look at this cute, wonderful Hershey Nestles cookbook, perfect endings chocolate dessert, and beverage cookbook. This is a vintage cookbook, yummy, yummy desserts. Now this is something new that we are going to start doing. Now this is a large gift bag, and it will include everything that you need as far as for yourself, for gifts, to wear, bath products. This will be a surprise bag, no junk, no fillers, just great products for yourself or for someone else as gifts. Everything will either be decor to hang, to sit out, to wear. I'm so excited. Way more than your $29.99 for this bag. All right. Now we have this cute custom-made ponytail holder hair bow. Brand new Grand Slam ponytail holder. It does have a center bling bling. It is a pink ponytail holder. Looks like Mickey is probably on there. And then we have the first pennant is a silver tone pennant, brand new with the heart in the center. And then look at this pennant. Look how gorgeous that is. Now that is a vintage pennant. Look at the incredible etching in that piece. Look at that engraving. Beautiful. And then we have this, let's see, Norman Rockwell vintage mug, gold trim. There's no markings on the back. Let's see. There's some kind of label, Korea, but that is it. Here it is, Norman Rockwell. And then we have these beautiful wine glasses. Look at that. It's like a tulip design. These are glass, and it is a set, so there will be 2 included in this set. All right, look at that. Now, with our surprise gifts, we have this small package. This is going to be filled with goodies. Look at that. Filled with goodies for only $9.99. Only $9.99 surprise goodies filled for yourself or for someone else. I'm so excited about doing this. It's going to be at least double, if not triple, the value that you are paying for this one at $9.99, or this large gift bag for $29.99. Cute, and wonderful, beautiful gifts for yourself or for someone else. $9.99 surprise box, or $29.99 surprise bag. All right, everyone, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bring more savings to you soon.
What a fantastic idea, LaDonna. I love the surprise grab bags. Nice job on that. Oh, I can't hear you now. LaDonna can't hear you. Oop. She got so excited she lost her voice. So Debbie, it looks like we're on the same mental flame, because you're preparing those beautiful bags for end of the year, customers, VIP customers. They're going to get, if they spend over a certain amount,
Right.
they get this beautiful gift. I love that, the flamingo Christmas tree. And LaDonna is now putting together small and large surprise grab bags. You don't know what to be inside.
Right, but before you know it, the holidays are here. School already started, and Labor Day's right across the corner. Just right across the corner. We do a lot of great surprises. So we hope to see as many people at our sales as we can. And LaDonna, we'd love to have you come down to Florida and treasure hunt.
One day we will. One day. And I love treasure hunting. And my husband, which I call Big Daddy, he always says, do we not have enough treasures in the warehouse? No.
Never.
Because you know what? You never know what I'm going to miss if I'm not out there.
Right.
I never know what I'm going to miss. And at least if I'm going out there and I'm looking, and, I have customers that collect, and they collect certain items. So I'm out there and I'm looking for them, and so many times I'm purchasing things that I know that they want.
Somebody's going to want. You're right, because you never know you never know what people want. But there's treasures everywhere. Like I tell everybody, one of the main questions I get is why and why do you do this? That's a lot of work. It's just a lot of work. And to me, it's like Christmas. You open a door, and every house that you do, every house is different. Everyone. There's not one the same,
Exactly. And so LaDonna's making a really big effort for this month because it's our fundraising month, right? So every other month we like to highlight an organization or nonprofit. And for this month of August, we are supporting the Los Angeles Society. And we've had an interview with the owner of this nonprofit, the founder, Sadia Colbert, just recently. And so we really hope that you are touched by her story around raising public awareness with teenage homelessness and want to support this fundraiser. So the link is below. So all you have to do is just shop this link. It does get tracked to the website, homesweethometreasures.net. And your purchases are tracked and matched, as you can see. Like LaDonna's going to make a matching contribution to this particular nonprofit. So shop away. And we have a code word as well to help you with that. So if you are looking to snag one of those swag bags or any other items, please use the code here on the screen. You guys ready? It's in honor of Debbie today. We're going to make a code word, and it is Flamingo! So please shop this link. Please use Flamingo at checkout, and that will give you 15% off your order. And that's available for you today, all of Monday night through Tuesday, tomorrow, midnight Central Time. And of course, as always, it's flat fee shipping. There you go. Excellent. All right. Well, this comes to the end of our show. Debbie, it's been such a pleasure. I think you're going to be a repeat guest. I think we would love to have you come back on again.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
And
I enjoyed myself.
Excellent. For all of you watching, please follow Debbie. So you can follow her on Facebook here. It's
that's my personal page in Debbie's World. Okay. It would be Facebook. There you go. And you can find me on any type of social media. Just hit Flamboyant Nation and let us know if we can help you. I come out and speak to everybody. So if you think that we can help you, in some type of service, I'm very unique. So, estate sales events, pop-up sales, flash sales. Oh my God, it's Monday. I can have a sale another day sale. You name it. We will figure it out.
That's awesome. Yes. So
please and you were saying earlier, LaDonna, yes, there is enough for everybody. So let's all, build everybody up.
Yeah, because sometimes people may think that we're competing businesses and we're not, right? And so I think there's a lot of synergy between what LaDonna does virtually and then what you do here locally. So there's a lot of cooperation that we can do. Oh, Teresa. Hashtag Flam Bam. Thank you, ma'am. I can't think of a better way, Teresa, to end a show than with that.
And don't forget, actually, Teresa's doing a Flamboyant Nation sale at the end of August in San Antonio, and it's going to be a big one.
That's fantastic. And also, with every order, LaDonna is giving you a bonus bracelet. So yes, when you shop that link with us, you get a bonus bracelet with the angel wings on it to support our fundraiser.
That's awesome.
So please do what you can. Even if you're not a shopper, you can always share the link out with your family, friends, neighbors, etc. So, LaDonna, anything else?
Debbie, thank you so much, Debbie. And I'm so sorry about the dogs.
Oh, no.
Every once in a while,
I'm surprised mine didn't come over here and jump all over the place. But, and I promise I will have my IT guy take a look at this Mac and see why it kept dropping. So,
yes, David, get on that. Get on that right away.
Come on, David.
I look forward for you to come back maybe closer to the holidays and maybe join us in November for our big event that we're going to have with Yolanda. So there you go.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
That would be
You're part of the Mojo family now. You're in the Mojo.
We appreciate it. And I look forward. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so
much. And thanks everybody for jumping in. Everybody from Georgia that jumped on, Memphis, Texas, Florida, family, friends, Flam Bam Nation. I love you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone. All right. Oh, we got one last comment. Okay, will do. Yes. So, David, you are committed to the task. All right.
He knows his homework assignment.
Yes. This is now
recorded. I have to throw this in there real quick. I want to do a shout out to thank two special people from Georgia that always bring me cupcakes. They hand deliver cupcakes to me every time they come. They drive almost 2 hours to our sales, and they bring either homemade food or cupcakes to us all the time. We love you both, Ronnie and Doug.
Yeah, those are great customers there.
Oh, they are. Yeah. I've got great customers everywhere. We have from Orlando that come down from everywhere.
That's awesome.
We're so blessed. So blessed.
Wonderful. Awesome. Well, thank you again. We're going to play the outro clip and we'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.